right, y'all, what is up? We are back. But today, it's not a review type of day. It is a what is your perspective type of day. And I feel like today's topic is a little, well, I'm not going to say a little. It's very interesting as a community that does live music reviews. Today's topic is based around that. Let's get into it. So basically, this right here is an artist that joined multiple live music reviews, and this is what he had to say about the live music reviews.
Stop joining these music review live streams on TikTok. The thing about these live streams on TikTok where people are doing music reviews is that I feel like they can really get false.
Run it back. All right, we're gonna run it back.
Stop joining these music review live streams on TikTok. The thing about these live streams on TikTok where people are doing music reviews is that I feel like they can really give false feedback to you as an artist. See, you might be like really talented, you might be an alien dude, like you might be crazy, and you might really be a musician, and you take your craft so serious, and you know, you join these little music review lives, and you're so excited to show people your work, and you just want to show some people.
First of all,
so you put it out there in the world, and you know, you might even.
The fact that he said you join these little music reviews,
why he
somebody's feelings is hurt, man. When you start saying stuff like that, it's just, you know, there's some hurt there. So I just wanted, before we end this video, I want to say that, like, but keep going.
Pay for like little skip things and skip the line.
You don't gotta pay. You could submit
just for
free.
It to just get shit on. Niggas frying your ass, cooking you, extra crispy. But not like you know, you might be really excited to show and you just get fried, you know. So like, but you know, you don't get any real feedback to you like as an artist after you share the music. You just get cooked and that's it. Thanks for the $5, all that. That's it. And I'm not hating on these music review lives because I think they're good. Like some spaces are good. Not all of the lives are toxic and shitty like this, but like most of them, like over half of these lives, they're pretty bad and like people just like shit on you. That's it, you know. And as an artist that like takes their craft seriously, you know, like I'm not saying me, but like just you, like someone who takes their craft seriously, like it's not really good for the mental, bro. Like, you know, like unless you got a strong mindset, you know, like because you got to go into these lives with a strong mindset. Speaking from personal experience.
First thing first, when you making music, you just got to do it for the music. It's not really about your mindset. I feel like he's kind of going into it. You know what I mean? Like
he's been let down, and now he feels like you have to have a certain type of character, which is in general, like anything you do.
You gotta have a little tough skin.
You gotta have tough skin.
Yeah.
I mean, that comes with the game. So it's like, it just sounds like to me that he wants to play the game on easy, and this game is no level of easy. It's like, this shit is like, if you want your music to translate, if you want to produce good music, it takes time, it takes effort. And anytime you're sharing your music with the world, you have to take upon that it's going to get criticized.
Yeah.
It's people are going to critique your art. And you have to be able to have tough skin to be able to take constructive criticism. That just comes with this game or any arena when it comes to being an artist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. You can finish it, but yes, I'm going to go in depth.
It's not really good for the mental though, you know, like, because it can really bring you down. Like, some people might be sensitive to that.
Yeah, you should be doing music.
You sensitive to that.
You should be doing music,
bro.
People are too.
Really passionate about making art because this is music. We're talking about art, and a lot of the people in the live that are also submitting music might not be as talented or passionate as you are, but since you are, you know, you really want to share it, but then it just gets shit on, you know, so. Like I'm saying, I'm not hating on these lives, but like I just think they're not really a good space for you as an upcoming artist if you're really trying to share music.
So just never put your music out there.
Because a lot of the time these people don't get feedback. Shit, 90% of the time these hosts and all the viewers in the chat are all artists them damn selves. So who are they to tell you like what you're good at? And
That's
what, like,
actually
they probably don't
feedback.
even,
Good
they probably don't got half.
That's actually some good
That's
feedback.
more the reason why I told you when you submit your music to these lives, more so focus on the poll and the audience in the chat. Because he is right. When you're dealing with artist to artist, people are going to have, at an artist level, different type of critiques and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But the audience is there to listen to music.
And find they artists that they like and add them to their playlist.
So that's why that poll is important, because it's ratio in that poll. If you got 30 people that like a song and you got 4 dislikes, you got 30 likes, you know you have something there. Mm-hmm. In the chat, if people saying, who is this artist, where can I find this, you know you have something there. But if you post a song and everybody in the chat is like, this shit is ass, this shit is trash, garbage, you got to be able to...
Shazam!
You got to be able to take that constructive criticism and build from that.
Yeah.
This is all about building.
You got to flip that energy and make it into a positive connection and put it in the music. And then the next record, we're going to feel it.
Yeah. If you switch some things up and you come correct, because I always feel like the audience is going to trump the critiquer.
The people in the chat.
Always. Like, the poll is going to trump that. If the critiquer saying they don't like it, but everybody in the chat like, nah, this is fire, it's no different than going on America's Got Talent and Simon Cowell saying he don't like this, but everybody in the crowd is like, nah, this is, woo. You know, they yelling this is fire. At this point,
they like, boo.
They booing Simon Cowell versus booing
the
artist. So at the end of the day, it's all about winning over the audience, not the critiquer. That's what you should use these lives for. It's not necessarily to see your opinion on what you say, but more so, what is the audience response?
And now I'm sure he would reply to that. He's not trying to please the listeners.
What do you mean? Give me a breakdown.
Like when he comes in the chat, he's not really trying to please the listeners. But then again, you're not really trying to please the listeners. You're just trying to drop your music off and use the review as a focus group.
When you say please the listeners, that's so broad. I think it's this simple. The moment you want to make money off your music, you have to understand that it's not necessarily solely got to be personal. It's like when you making music just for fun, I get it. Like, you throw it out there, it is what it is. But the moment you want to make revenue off your music, you got to understand it is a little bit about the fans, because the fans are the people that's going to be supporting and streaming your music.
Exactly.
So you can't just be like, oh, well, I don't trip. I don't care what the fans say. You have to care because they're going to be your consumers. That's like starting a business and you have products and nobody's coming in your store and buying your products, and you just keep saying for 2 months, I don't care. Eventually your business is going to get what?
Yeah,
it's going to get shut down. So you have to care what the audience says.
Mm-hmm. Like I said earlier, like, you got to find that balance of doing your own thing and I would say pleasing the people, but I feel like that's not really a good term. You're more so trying to find your audience in a speak. So in the midst of doing your own thing and taking the feedback from the listeners, and you got to find that balance, that middle ground.
I think you just try to find a lane and you master your lane, and in a month that you master your lane, people will come if it's good. Good work will sell itself. Mm-hmm. You have marketing. That's the reason why you're trying to get it to people for it to sell itself. But if it's good, good work will sell itself, and it will tell other people about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we played a song in the live 3 nights ago, and I've literally been playing that song all day. Mm-hmm. And I sat here while I was playing the game, and you played it. I said, "No, that's fire!" And literally, it's in the playlist.
And that's a prime example of why these live music reviews are great marketing tools. In addition to marketing, it is also great to get organic, authentic feedback. People who don't know you, people who just heard your music for the first time.
Those are going to be the people that support you the most.
Exactly.
It's the people that don't know you.
Exactly.
Because they feel like they're a part of something that's new and fresh, and everybody loves to be a part of the underground.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, overall, I believe the lives it's been beneficial for independent artists because it's a way where you can build a fan base for literally at a low cost.
Of $5, bro.
And it's a way to focus group your music too. It's a way to kind of see what do you have before you throw the bag at it.
Exactly.
Before you throw the gasoline on it, it's kind of a way to kind of test the waters. But at the same time too, a lot of artists don't have the business aspect. See, I'm talking right now, I'm talking from artist / business too. It sounds like he's more just artist. And when you're more artist, you're more personal about the craft. And I get it. I'm passionate too, but I have an understanding that just because I'm passionate at something doesn't make it good. UnitedThruMusic. You know? It's that simple. Like, you could be passionate about something, but that don't make it good.
Yeah. In business, we need the ROI off our ART. But yeah, I thought this was a really good topic to talk about because I feel like when I was going through the chat of this video, I seen very mixed, opinions. A lot of people that was like, bro, yes, I feel you. And then there was other people that was just like, well, you haven't found the right community. You're right. Not all of the music live reviewers are trash. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to find one that is building a community and they going to give you just what you're looking for. That's just my opinion. Now, I done seen some live music reviewers. It is just like, it looks a little sketch. They might not have that many people in the chat room. Now, you got to decide, is this what you want to spend your money on? It's like rolling the dice. But for me, like you said, if the chat room booming, I'm watching what the host is saying. I'm seeing if they give it valuable feedback. Then that sounds like a $5 risk I might want to try and market my music or see how the people feel about it. And let's take the $5 out of it because you don't have to pay $5 to get your record played.
I just think it's it's your perspective because if I'm going in a chat, whether I pay $5 or get the free spin, I just really care about the audience. The feedback from the reviewer is cool, that is a plus, but I really care about if you play this song and that poll go up, and if I know I get 30 likes and 2 dislikes, and that happens out of 5 reviewers, that type of ratio keeps happening, I know the song is hot.
Yeah.
No matter what the review tell me.
Yeah. The reviewer.
Yeah, no matter what the reviewer tell me, I know because now the audiences keep saying, "Who is this? This is hard." And just like I said, what's his name? That you played the other day. I've been playing the song. I don't even know his name. I just love the song.
Juju Peso.
I've been playing the song for the last 2 days, bro. Cause it's a bop to me. It's a vibe.
Yeah. So
at the end of the day, it's kind of like how you going into this too. You going into it looking for critiques, but you got to understand the moment you ask somebody for their opinion, you can't be mad when they tell you something that you don't want to hear.
And I think that's the hard part for a lot of people. They really want to just ask you so they can share it, but then when you don't give them the feedback they was looking for, now they at your neck. I feel like a lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like that.
Do you understand this too? I've seen this happen. I've seen we share a song in a live review. It gets mad likes, but the reviewer has small critiques that I don't even care about. He's like, man, the song is hard, but it could have been a little louder. Now, why would I get butthurt about that when
that's an easy fix.
But whether it's an easy fix or not, the whole synopsis is that the chat liked it. So why would I get butthurt because he said, oh, well, it could be louder? It's just like, okay, bet, it could be louder. But the main objective was, do people like it?
Yeah, how they feeling about it?
How they feeling about it? Because you can always dissect and nitpick off of anything. You can listen to a big song right now, like something that you think is out of this world, and you can dissect it and say, but at the end of the day, is it a vibe enough for you to play it? To put it in your playlist. The song that I've been listening to, I do have to crank it all the way up.
Yeah, the mixing and mastering ain't there, but guess what?
It's
everything
hard to
else
me. It's hard to
there.
me.
Yeah.
So,
But the main story of that is, how did we find that nigga?
yeah.
How did we find him?
Through the review.
We found him through a review, and he's not the only artist that has happened. So it's like the live music reviews are actually a very great place
It's a beneficial
for artists to test the waters and to see how the people feel about their music. Now, if you don't care about none of that, then you probably shouldn't submit your music.
You know what's funny? Before the internet became what it was and TikTok became what it was, companies for years was doing focus groups.
Oh yeah, I've been doing those since I can remember.
And all this is a big focus group.
This is all this is.
For $5 though. Now you say you've been doing those for years. When you go to a focus group, how much are they gonna pay you the average amount?
About $200.
$200 to get 12 people in the room. So everybody getting paid $200. You're paying $5 to get shown to an audience. And you're independent. So let's just say you put a budget of $50 every month and you do that for a whole year. How many people you are touching?
You gonna get that ball, that momentum going like this.
Snowball effect.
Picking up people along the way. Boop, 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 boop.
And it's so crazy that I don't want to go there, but if you understand and you in tune, this is low-key a cheat code. Back in the day, in the early 2000s and hip-hop back in the day, they didn't have these. That's why the old heads be mad. Because they look at this shit as like, this shit's sweet.
Yeah. No, for real, that's right. Somebody came in the chat and they was like, bro, I'm an A&R. You're making my job easy. All he got to do is just sit behind that phone and just wait for the right fish to get on that bait. Got one.
You never know who you going to meet or who's in the chat.
For real. Because we didn't have some people pop in for sure. That we was like, oh, okay.
So my whole POV on this situation is, man, don't knock it just because your feelings got hurt. It's just, not everybody, you gonna go into certain reviewers and they might, you know what I'm saying? But then another thing, this is my last thing too, I don't want to be long-winded, is when somebody say they gonna shit on you, getting shitted on is not a bad thing. It's just how you take it. Adversity builds character, bro. Sometimes you gotta be knocked down so you can come with a different perspective. And that's what I don't like about this culture is everything is so soft. You feel me? It's like, oh, well, everybody's shitting on me. Well, it's like maybe it's time to look in the mirror and see why it's shit on you. And clean it off.
Shazam!
Clean it off. And let's keep moving.
Oh my God! What is that?
That's
It's shit.
Man, all I'm saying is I grew up in an era where, like, if somebody was getting on you, it made you want to go harder. It don't seem like we have that no more. Yeah. And it's scary, though. It's kind of like, that's all he kept saying was, man, you going to get shitted on. Bro, sometimes if you change your perspective, that's a good thing because maybe it's something there that need to be changed. But you want to play the game on easy.
Yeah.
That's how I look at that. You want to play the game on easy, and that's why you can't see the other side that maybe there's something they're saying might be true. Yeah. Because all you could think of is I'm an artist and I play all the instruments. I do everything myself. Sometimes, bro, that might be your downfall. Is you doing everything yourself.
And look, I be telling people in the chat, it's okay to learn things and how to do them yourself, but at the same time, you can't have a whole catalog of self-produced music. You know what I mean? You got to sprinkle in some of your self-produced, and then you got to sprinkle in some of your professionally produced. You know what I mean? In the mix of you learning how to, you know what I mean, do it, everything.
It's good to have different energy when you're making art. That if you think about like the old school music that your dad loved, my mom loved, the Temptations, the Isley Brothers,
the Earth, Wind and Fires.
Bro, it was a group of people in the studio feeding off energy and building. We got this selfless world where we feel like, oh, I gotta do it myself, I gotta do it. And that's why the music is going like this.
Yeah, and you can hear it.
You can hear it. So that could be, when you people saying your music is, that could be the one thing that if like you just find that one person that you can build with and have some chemistry with, It might take your shit from being shitless, shit to shitless.
Yeah.
But you gotta be able to see it that way too, though.
You gotta flip your perspective.
Yeah, or just shake it up. Cause everything right here you saying is, I do it myself. But the results, but this is how you gotta look at life. If you're getting results, it's working. Do you? But if you're not getting the results that you,
switch it up.
Switch it up.
Try a different way.
Try a different approach.
But in the midst of it, you can't be shooting down other people. You can't be, you know what I mean, telling artists don't do it when actually it's beneficial.
It's working,
you just
man.
don't see the perspective of it the right way. So yeah, man, we thought this one was a really interesting one to talk on.
But shout out to you for supporting the live and tapping in with us.
Yeah, this artist has definitely tapped in with us. And so we just wanted to bring this topic to the forefront because we just hope to change your perspective and many other people out there because it's actually beneficial, bro.
But it's the future, man.
Yeah. So with that being said, keep working. Everybody watching this that makes music or does anything. The first couple tries is gonna be bad. It's gonna be horrible. It's not gonna be there. But we gotta keep going, keep pushing. It's gonna get better and better and better. So, all right, y'all. Drop in the comments below how y'all feeling about this.
Remember,
UnitedThruMusic.
average is everywhere. Undeniable is rare.